as we've been sharing in the lead up to Election Day, 10 states have ballot initiatives this election season to enshrine a so-called right to abortion in their state constitutions. That's what's so critical about this. These are constitutional referendums. And these states include Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New York, and South Dakota. And certainly I encourage all Bible-believing Christ followers in those states to go out and vote for life. And if, while you're in process of doing that and trying to get others to join you, if you need or want a resource to help you be informed and involved in this fight for life, we have a Life on the Ballot resource that you can download. You got a couple of options. We want you to get it, so do either of these. You can find it at frcaction.org/lifeontheballot, or you can simply text the word life, L-I-F-E, to 67742. Well, today we want to unpack Colorado's abortion amendment. That would be Amendment 79. And joining me now to do this is Brittany Vessely. She's the Executive Director of the Colorado Catholic Conference. Brittany, welcome to Washington Watch. Great to have you joining us.
Thanks for having me, Jody.
Okay, so tell us about Amendment 79 and really what's in this text.
Thank you. Amendment 79 is very deceptive. The language in it that the government shall not deny, impede, or discriminate against the right to abortion means that all common sense safeguards for abortion are gone. That includes Colorado's parental notification law. So a minor could be coerced into an abortion without their parents' knowledge. And it also means that when sex trafficking is one of the biggest issues in the state of Colorado because we have I-25 and I-70, huge sex trafficking state. A minor who is sex trafficked can be taken to an abortion clinic and not have any requirement for a parent or guardian to be notified and back into the slavery of sex trafficking. That's how extreme this law is. It also removes any type of regulations on abortion clinics so they're not held to the same standards as other surgical institutions. And because this amendment also removes Section 50 of Article 5 of our state constitution, that's what prohibits taxpayer funding for abortion. Our Colorado legislature is very likely to come back in 2025 and allocate a multi-million-dollar bill funding abortion procedure and travel using our tax dollars.
Wow. One of the first things you said there, Brittany, is the deception. And I noticed this on so many of these amendments, these referendums across these various 10 states. So in order to just clear the record here, because there is deception in this, what would a yes vote on this amendment mean, and what would a no vote do?
The proponents of Amendment 79 claim that Amendment 79 is needed because we had a bill last year that requires private health insurance to pay for private employees. They said, well, we need to remove our 1984 prohibition on public funding for abortion. That's Section 50 of Article 5 of our state constitution, so public employees could access their health insurance. But it's interesting because Cobalt, abortion advocates, which is one of the biggest abortion providers in the state of Colorado, they fund abortion procedure and travel for women to come in from out of state privately, just announced they are capping their funding and yet do not have enough money to meet demand in Colorado and are asking for assistance. Why would they support Amendment 79, sponsor Amendment 79, and yet know that removing Section 50 of Article 5 in our state constitution opens up a direct taxpayer stream for abortion? That's what the proponents are saying Amendment 79 does. And what's deceptive is because we know, even though the Blue Book said there's a zero fiscal note, that we're going to have a multi-million-dollar allocation come January from our very progressive legislature that'll fund abortion procedures and travel for all the women coming in from the out-of-state or surrounding pro-life states around Colorado, as well as Texas and Florida and Arizona. So even if we win in these swing states on abortion, those women will still be flown to the state of Colorado using our tax dollars, and those babies will still die.
Wow. Okay, so I know it's different in every state, but what is the percentage of votes needed in order to ratify this in the state constitution there in Colorado?
So the proponents of Amendment 79 need 55% of the vote to change the Constitution, to add Amendment 79 to our state constitution, because what it does is both subtract by removing the Section 50 of Article 5 of our Constitution, and it adds a fundamental right to abortion. Those are two different things that actually make it really subject to legal scrutiny, because it does two things instead of one. It's a title violation. But the threshold is 55% of the vote. Our polling from the strategy group out of Ohio shows that without our messaging on those three talking points I first mentioned, parental notification, late abortion on healthy mothers with healthy babies, which happens at 4% level in the state of Colorado, not the national average of 1%. And then also taxpayer funding for abortion. Those three messages drop support from 60% to 47% in Colorado, and our side will win.
All right, so are you feeling good then, according to that polling information going into this? I mean, obviously, we don't want to feel good to the point that we don't urge everyone to get out and vote, but do you have a good gut feeling going into this?
The pro-life community in the state of Colorado is more unified than it ever has been before. In the last 2 years, we've had 4 abortion bills, including the Reproductive Health Equity Act of 2022 that codified statutorily elective abortion for all 9 months. So with all of these abortion bills, we came together as a unified pro-life Colorado entity, a 501c3, C4, and an issue committee, which is acting as Right to Know Colorado, where I sit on the board. So I think with our polling, with our messaging, with our unified coalition, we had the best opportunity to defeat Amendment 79. Really what we lacked is funding, and that's a national problem in all the states that are dealing with abortion amendments. We are being significantly outspent by the pro-abortion lobby, which is unfortunate because the pro-abortion lobby knows that they stand to benefit millions of dollars more by pouring in millions now.
All right, real quickly, where can people go to read or find out more about this horrible amendment?
Please visit www.righttoknowco.com. That's T-O, so it's RIGHTTOKNOWCO.com. That's our issue committee fighting Amendment 79 in Colorado, and it'll give you everything you need to know and what Colorado's doing, our side is doing, the pro-life side is doing to fight this very extreme amendment in the state of Colorado.
Brittany Vessely, Executive Director of the Colorado Catholic Conference, thank you so much for keeping us up to speed of what's happening in Colorado. God bless you. We'll be keeping an eye and praying for you as Tuesday rolls around.